Hello and good day. We are from Badminton Group 2 and today we will be presenting the Badminton Officials with our main topic,
Let the feathers fly.
Badminton officials are crucial in badminton matches, even though they are not as crucial as they can be in other sports, such as football or basketball due to the lack of physical contact between players. They are still required in order to ensure a smooth and fair match. Usually, there is a total of 10 to 15 badminton officials in a badminton tournament. The badminton officials are divided into 4 different roles, which are the referee, the umpire, service judge, and the line judge. The referee is in charge of the entire competition and must ensure that the tournament is conducted following the laws of badminton, including court, rackets, and shuttlecock measurements, regulations of the BWF, and other regulations that might be relevant in that specific competition. Referees has maximum authority of the tournament and will only show up on the court when there are special issues happening. If there are issues raised by the umpire, the decision that the referee makes is final. For instance, if the player doesn't agree with the decision of umpire, he or she can challenge it to the referee. In this scene, the player is not agree with the decision of the umpire and he is challenging it to the referee. Moreover, the referee makes sure that the facilities and the conditions to play are up to the standards required for the specific tournament. For example, he has to check that the badminton mats are mounted correctly so that they can enhance gameplay. Finally, the referee is also in charge of the approval of the schedule of matches and practice.
The umpire is similar to the referee, but they're only in charge of the badminton court and all the matches in a tournament. The umpire is responsible for service faults and other player faults, keeping records of misbehavior or incidents to be reported to the referee and keeping the match score, which will be announced after each point of the match. The umpire has control over the specific match, but also needs to report any serious acts to the referee, who is, at the end, the maximum authority of the tournament. According to official badminton rules, a toss of coin is used to determine who serves first. For any misconduct of the player, the umpire will give a yellow card to the player. A red card is given to a player after he receiving a yellow card. After the second red card, the player may be disqualified with a black card at the final decision of the referee. Next, the service judge is responsible for making service fault call if a player is fouled when doing the serve and provide a new shuttlecock to the player if the player requests for a change of shuttlecock. In smaller championships, when there is no service judge, the umpire takes the role of the service judge. When the server score is an even number, the players serve from the right service court. When the score is an odd number, the players serve from the left service court. For single, the shuttlecock should be landed in space between the single side line, the center line, the short service line, and the long service line for single of the opposite side of the court. For double, the shuttlecock should be landed in space between the double side line, the center line, the short service line, and the long service line for double of the opposite side of the court.
For the next part, we will show demonstration of the hand signals of the service judge. There are 5 hand signals of the service judge, which is undue delay of service, the feet is on the service line or not touching the ground, server fails to hit the head of the shuttlecock, service too high, and the last one is the handle of racket is not face up.
When the server takes too much time to serve or a delay service for undue reasons, then it is considered as a fault. When the server is making a serving, the feet cannot touch any other lines and should be on the ground. Any misconduct will be considered as a fault. The racket cannot hit the feather of the shuttle first during serving. This will cause a fault. If the server strikes the shuttle above the waist, it is considered as a fault by the service judge due to a high serve. During service, if the racket is not facing down, it considers violation of the service rules and it is considered as a fault.
The final part of badminton officials that we are going to explain about is the line judge. Line judges are placed at each line of the badminton court to look after if a shuttle is in or out of the court near the line that they are appointed to look after. In a tournament, there can be 4, 8, or 10 line judges.
For singles, the court is long and narrow, and thus the inner 2 vertical lines, which are the side lines for singles, and the horizontal back line, which is the back boundary line, are used. The shuttle that lands within or right on the side lines and the back boundary line is considered as in, while the shuttle that lands outside the area is considered as out. For doubles, the boundary will mark as full court, which means the outside line, which are the side lines for doubles, and the back boundary line will act as the boundary. The shuttle that lands inside it is considered as in, otherwise it is considered as out.
Right now, we are going to show you the hand signals of the line judge.
If the shuttle lands inside the court, the line judge will move her hands straight forward and slightly downwards. If the shuttle lands outside the court, the line judge will push 2 of her hands wide open. For obstruction, the line judge will close 2 of her eyes with her bare hands.
The mid-line judge determines whether the serve is in the wrong zone.
In this scene, the shuttle is served and landed at the wrong zone, so it is considered as. Here is the correct demo for shuttle falls inside the right zone.
A baseline judge determines whether the shuttle is out of the line and whether the doubles make a long serve.
For single, if the shuttle falls outside the long service line for single, then it is considered as.
The sideline judge determines whether the shuttle is out of the line.
For single, the shuttle should not fall outside the side line for singles, else it will consider as. If the player doesn't agree with the decision of the line judge, he or she can challenge it to the referee. In this case, a challenge call is requested. In conclusion, we have described the 4 types of badminton officials that exist. These are: first, the referee, the main responsible for the whole tournament. Second, the umpire, the main responsible for specific matches. Third, the service judge, in charge of checking the serve, giving the shuttlecocks and assisting the umpire. Fourth, the line judge, in charge of calling in or out for shots very close to the lines they are responsible for.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.